clearly. Just want to do a quick video while I'm waiting on my son. Man, I had a big talk in my mastermind with all my students last class. The more I talk about it, the more I think about it, the more I'm in real estate, is the more I see the scam. The more I see the scam by bankers and mortgages and houses. Y'all are buying 30-year prison sentences. Y'all are buying 30, 40, 50, 60-year prison sentences. Okay? Matter of fact, I'm almost inclined to say, if you plan on paying a mortgage for 30, 40, 50, 60 years, you might as well pay rent. You might as well pay rent. If you plan on paying a mortgage for that long, 30-year mortgage, you might as well pay rent. That's how deep this is. Because I used to be like, at least if you buy a house, you're getting the money back that you put in. Because if you buy a house with a 30-year mortgage, and you go the whole 30 years, you don't pay it off early. Now, if you pay it off early or you sell a house within 5 years, which the average person sell a house within 5 years. But if you go the whole 30 years, even 20 years, you're paying double and triple, quadruple, sometimes 5 times what the house is worth. Okay? If I'm going to pay that much times what something is worth, I'm going to buy something more tangible like land, something that's unmovable, something that I'll buy a damn baseball card that's worth a lot of money, because I know in so many years it'll be worth 5 times what I paid for it. Whereas a house, it could get knocked down, the hurricane hit it, fire hit it. If I don't have insurance on it, I'm out of gas. I am out of gas. Okay? Even with a baseball card, if you don't have insurance on it to catch on fire, you are out of gas. Anything that can be movable, touchable, destroyed, which is pretty much everything on this planet except for land. Okay, pretty much everything you open your eyes and see except for the land, including you. Everything could be destroyed except for the land. Even if the land gets flooded, it's still there. It's just on the water. You got to realize, people, that when you have a house, you got to fix it, keep it up, pay the taxes, pay the insurance, cut the grass, fix anything that breaks on it. When you're a renter, you don't have to worry about none of that. I mean, at most, you got to worry about is cutting the grass. Okay, at most. All right. But when you're renting, at least you have the option of just moving out whenever you feel like it. You're not stuck in anything. Whereas if you own a house, you kind of stuck there, until you sell it or pay it off or whatever. With land, especially land is so cheap. Land is something that you buy today for $1,000, $100,000, $1 million. I don't care what you pay for it. You don't have to pay. You don't have to put insurance on it. There's nothing to fix. If you do fix up the land by cutting down trees or putting infrastructure, like a road or something like that, it's pretty much there for a long time. Once you start to build a house, you have to have insurance. You could be in the middle of building a house. If you do not have insurance and a hurricane come or a fire come, which happens a lot, or somebody's working on a house and drill a hole into a water pipe and it floods the house, damages the house, you out of gas. You are out of gas. This is why the Spirit is always leading me to tell people to buy land. Focus on land. Land is the only thing that you buy today for $1,000, $100, $1 million. A year, 10 years, 100 years from now, it'll hold its value. It'll hold its value or more. If you buy a house today for $100,000, if you don't keep insurance on that house the whole time you have it and something happens to that house, That house is not worth $300,000 anymore. That house will only be worth land value. Whatever the value of the land is worth, that's what the house will be worth. Matter of fact, when house values go up, it's not house value, it's property value. It's the land value, meaning there's a lot of people in that area that want to buy that house. Meaning that area, meaning the location meaning the land, meaning the land. This is the reason why I'm in North Carolina. I could buy a brownstone in North Carolina for $300,000. The same brownstone in Brooklyn, New York, Harlem, the worst ghettos in New York, is gonna run me $700,000, $1 million or plus. Why? Where the location of the land is. The location. That's why they always preaching location. So I'm telling y'all, man, they got y'all so hoodwinked and bamboozled, people can't even see this. People cannot even see through this shit. It's become normal to have a 30 fucking year mortgage. It's just become a normal thing. It's crazy. Now, if that's your business, you know, you buy properties, fix them up, sell them, or you buy a house, you know, you don't live in it for 5 years and sell it. That's cool. I'm really talking to people that want to buy a house and pay it off for 30 years and all that bullshit. And then, God forbid, you refinance, you end up paying 60 years. I know a lady, I just met a lady. Matter of fact, she lived right next door to the oldest house in North Carolina, period. The oldest house. Supposedly the first house ever built in North Carolina, period, like some 300 years ago, right? This lady is 77 years old, still paying a mortgage on her house. Still paying a mortgage on her house, 77 years old. Walk with a cane. We just met her. Next time I go see her, I'm going to try to do a video with her. She literally lived right next door. Like, she could walk 2 steps over and be in the oldest house in North Carolina, in Edenton, North Carolina. Okay? My ranch is like 15 minutes down the street from there. Anyhow, I just want to come on, man, and shoot you guys a video real quick of my thoughts. Get in my mastermind, man. 754-229-0940. 754-229-0940 from $11 a class or $222 for a lifetime membership. And I have other options too. If you don't want to be bothered with any of this stuff, you just want me to do it for you. It's from $1,500 to $2,400, depending on if you want just a property or business set up on a property. Holla at me, man. 754-229-0940. Peace. Buy the house, not the land. Buy the land, not the house. Buy the land, not the house. Buy up all the land you can. You can always go back and build houses on that mug. All right? Buy all the land you can. Peace.